Kick it off with debate club.
Let's get into a little debate club here with a young fella.
Have you seen the show before, Mark? You know what you're dealing with?
Just clips.
I like the honesty, at least.
Yeah. Thought you were going to lie.
I wanted to come in fresh.
What up, guys? Got a little bit of debate club for you. It's that, hey, homie, shoot the 6-pointer, or, hey, bud, take a slap shot. Canada versus Mexico.
Ooh.
Who's the better neighbor? Gang, gang, butt plugs.
Ooh. Canadians are so nice. They don't do much for us, but they're so nice. They got the hottest chicks up north. Go to Toronto, go to Montreal, go to Vancouver.
Ottawa, Winnipeg.
They're so
Just
hot.
gaining tons of fans if Brendan's losing right now. Yeah, that's okay. Bro, that would be a good name game. Name places in Canada.
In Canada, it gets weird up there. They get the CFL,
tough
which
one.
actually hurts them.
They should fight. I think they should fight here on American soil.
Canadians?
Yeah. Like, why can't you have them on Fight Island? Have 10 representatives from each, make it a 10-on-10.
Like an Olympic type of thing?
Yeah. I guess that's the
Canadians are
Olympics.
definitely nicer, and there's no cartel up there. A lot of Hell's Angels, but they're not going to fuck with you.
Yeah,
Mexico, yeah, we're about the cartel. They have more resources than anywhere, and they fuck it up. It's
Yeah.
corrupt. They
Yeah.
make great food, though.
They're kind of like
Canadians got maple syrup.
Salsa for Mexico.
You're just talking about the...
Yeah, Mexico's like the off, kind of the off-white Africa a little bit.
It's dangerous. You go the wrong part, super dangerous.
Oh, yeah,
In
remember
Africa,
that
you go on
zoo?
safaris.
Remember the zoo the guy tried to almost get us in and they had the fires?
And we were going to do it.
Yeah.
And then the fire started, and then we passed.
$3,400, dude, to almost have a zoo.
Really?
Yeah.
You're basically looking at Joe Exotics before it happened, dude.
Yeah.
Joe
And then
and
they
Joe.
had, literally a week later, everybody involved in the deal was burned to the ground.
They all died.
So you definitely have more barbecues down in Mexico.
I feel like they call Irish the Mexicans of Europe.
Why? Because
Oh,
you guys
wow.
do like all the work?
Catholic and just fun. Chancers, pikeys, will steal a gate, will sell it to you. That kind of stuff. It's good
And they
gypsy.
do a lot of asphalt over there. What else do you guys do? They have a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of,
we do actually.
Yeah.
A lot of roofing. Gypsies are hilarious though. They literally put an ad in the newspaper for a car, and if you want to buy it, they'll go and steal it and then sell it to you.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
It's going to take about 7-8 days, depending.
yeah. One time, my uncle saw ad in the newspaper, and he was in the window. It was his car, and he's in the window doing the dishes, and he phoned the police, and the police were like, "Yeah, you don't want any part of that family. Just let it go."
dude, it sounds so much fun.
It's the Wild West out there. in Ireland,
Yeah, it's
man.
fun.
Dude, yeah, I'm trying to think.
God, Mexican girls are
I
pretty
got
hot.
nothing.
My wife is Mexican. My kids are half Mexican.
Yeah, dude.
Mexican
but
boxers.
I
There's no
believe
ti-
he's not going Mexican. After all of that, he's like Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange. That just hit me. That just hit me, man.
Damn, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'll come up to 235 and meet you, dog. If I was fighting back then.
If you were right,
That's all
dude,
I'm
we're gonna have to
saying.
get you on them supplements. After you got off the real world, you got real juicy, dude. You have to get that. You have to call up your boy.
I would be gargling testosterone in the morning. Yeah, my teeth would be jacked. Dude, that's a tough one. Wow. Debate club, who's the better neighbor? Oh, that was the question? I thought it was who would win in a fight.
No, no, dude. Come on, man.
Oh, who's the better
How do I keep
neighbor?
going back to fighting? Canada's a pretty friendly neighbor.
Canada's definitely the better neighbor,
And there's
but
definitely more Canadian listeners.
yeah,
I don't know our market in Mexico.
I think we have a lot of Mexican-American listeners.
For
probably.
sure.
Yes.
But do they consider themselves Mexican or American? I guess it's, I don't know, man.
You can be both.
You
Yeah.
be both, yeah.
So I'd say let them fight.
Let them duke it out.
Yeah, why don't they?
I think.
I mean, sometimes they do.
I mean, Ameri-
You'll see a Canadian fight a Mexican all the time.
America runs on Mexicans, though.
True.
You know,
Yes,
We do.
undeniably.
Yes,
Like, or for the most part, Jeeps. It's a tough one, man. What do you think, Kat?
I'm gonna have to say Mexico. I grew up in San Jose with nothing but Asians and Mexicans, so I can't go Canadian.
Wow.
Can't go Canada.
And do Asians and Mexicans get along with each other?
We either don't get along and it's terrible, or we're the best of friends. It's one or the
there's
other.
no middle ground.
There's really no middle ground. Like, I grew up and like I was cool with all the Mexicans, that I grew up with, but Chin had a terrible experience.
Oh, because
Yep.
Jim was in
Mexicans.
Texas. A lot
No,
of
not just
Mexicans.
Texas. When I moved here, I lived in Santa Ana. My parents are still in Santa Ana, and Santa Ana is straight up. That's like
Mexicanville.
Cholo heaven. Yeah,
Wow.
And they
Yeah.
they were mean to you, Chin?
very mean.
Is it because you were a giant Korean in their city?
GK.
Probably a fat, chubby Korean.
You were 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Now, is that their fault?
No, still no reason to beat me up.
But yeah, that's no reason to beat him. I mean,
And then
you could
steal
beat
all
him
my
once.
stuff.
They would
Don't-
beat you up and steal your stuff because you were big and fat?
No,
Maybe just because
because-
I was Asian.
because he was
I think,
Asian.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Stole
to be-
skateboards, bikes, fishing equipment.
To be fair, you told me that Vietnamese people did that to you too, so
That's
I
true,
don't
yeah.
know if it's necessarily like a
Maybe I'm
Mexican
just
Asian thing.
Maybe I just get into trouble. I don't know.
Maybe it's you.
Maybe it's me.
I mean, not to say that, but
There's
it's
one
like,
common denominator.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I got you. I had your back.
got
Yeah, I know. You were helping me with that.
I was
You got
coming in
there,
with
though.
a Mater
Yeah.
right there. I was gonna hit you with
Yeah.
that.
Maybe it was good though, because he looks good now.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
So, like,
lost all that
yeah.
weight, so maybe they, thank God for them.
He reminds me of like kind of like an Asian Doug Funny a little bit.
What's
Did you ever
Doug
get that?
What's Doug Funny?
Huh?
The cartoon.
He doesn't know.
The Doug Funny.
I've never heard of it either.
Doug Funny. Will you bring him up?
Yeah. Doug.
Doug Funny, what was he on?
Doug Funny.
He's a
Nickelodeon.
man. He's like a drawn man cartoon.
He had his own TV show?
It was a
Yeah.
cartoon.
He did. It was a kind of.
Oh, Doug.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Dude,
guy?
you just call him Doug. Don't you drop his last name. His
Oh,
name's
sorry.
Doug.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Dude, man,
I do.
that's
Well,
a
my eyes are
tough one.
kind of beady, so
I don't see that, man. I think you have beautiful eyes.
thank you.
That was actually big in Ireland, Doug.
Beautiful eyes. Oh, the Doug.
Doug was big
Beautiful
here,
eyes
too.
but yeah.
Doug was big here.
Yeah, Doug was good, huh?
Yeah, Nickelodeon Doug.
Why did people? A lot of people hated on it, huh? Some people called him a wigger too. I remember.
Oh, wasn't he like real shy and super friendly?
Yes.
And there's Patty. His
Patty was a
chick.
real cunt, right? Was she always like cock teasing him all the time?
I think she was. She might have been Dutch or something.
Maybe that's the whole crew there. Click on the whole squad.
His brother was green. Remember? That threw me off. There's his blue friend.
Oh, the bully.
Pork chop. It was
Yeah.
the dog.
Yeah, Pork Chop had a. I liked him. Wow, that was good.
Yeah, that was a good
That was
show.
a great cartoon.
In Ireland, do you guys? Do you have different? Who's y'all's arch nemesis?
What
England,
Yeah.
Yeah, Brits.
all the time, because they stole everything from us.
You guys still think you have the best?
But you guys are stealing it back
whiskey?
apparently one car at a time. It
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah, you can see why they don't like you.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
You're stealing their stuff then selling it back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Are you a big whiskey guy, like Jameson? and all
Yes,
that
he
shit?
is, dude.
But you know what? I
No,
wasn't.
I drink whiskey, but when we do shows, I drink whiskey. I don't see you drinking
vodka.
whiskey.
I come here and people got me into Guinness and whiskey because they're like, "Do a whiskey shot. You're Irish." And eventually, I'm like, "All right." I don't really care,
Yeah.
but like, I'll drink a drink if someone hands it to me,
Oh yeah.
which is dubious.
Do you feel like you're letting your people back home
yeah.
down?
But I was drinking too much Guinness and I was getting chubby.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Brendan,
So Brendan, I need some. How'd you lose the weight?
Yeah.
get a bicycle, dude. That's Brendan's new thing.
Join the Thick Boy Bike Club,
Yeah,
dog.
you know how many fat kids have gotten hit by cars on bicycles the past month because of Brendan?
A ton. But they're losing weight.
Yeah, they are, dude.
But they're losing weight.
All right.
They might break their jaw and they can't eat, but either way, they're losing weight.
That's true, dude.
What about the guys who killed the fat kids? They're all in jail now because of Brendan.
They're probably drinking whiskey. It's full circle, dude.
But should they be in jail? Which brings us full circle.
That kid got on the
to our
bike.
original question. We never answered your question. What was it? What was the question?
If you and I went out drinking, we both agreed to get in the car, whether you're driving or I'm driving, and you crash or I crash and one of us dies,
Yeah.
should you go to prison for murder?
If I'm conscious, now here's the point is, if I'm conscious and I make the choice, because then I'm really saying if I'm conscious enough to know,
You know we've been drinking.
We're both drinking, right?
We've been buying each other shots all night.
I'm almost saying, hey, I don't want to take the risk. You take it. So part of me is really, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
not really. It's like, yeah, we're going to go to this party. You've been drinking. I've been drinking. Let's jump in this ride.
Right. But still, it's like if we're both wasted, right?
Yeah.
And we know we both probably shouldn't be driving. Then at that point, if I say, all right, man, yeah, you drive, it's almost like me kind of wimping out. It's like me saying,
I'm with you on this too. We've
like-
done that before. Have you with your friends?
I've
When you
done it
drink and
before with my
drive?
friends.
I've done it.
We're both drunk, and my
Yeah.
buddy's like, hey, I'll drive us. And I'm like, fuck, we both need to get there.
Yeah, but the point is we both agreed to get in the vehicle.
Right.
Knowing we're both under the influence.
Yeah.
So you have to take some responsibility for it.
Agree,
So
I agree.
do I. No matter what happens,
Right.
we should both take responsibility for it.
Well, isn't the responsibility that one of you guys died?
What do you mean?
in this
but that was the
scenario?
risk we both took
Yeah.
because we could have both died. It
Yeah.
just so happened, for whatever reason, I didn't hit the tree. Theo did, or vice versa. But
And-
we both took that risk. He just got the shit end of the stick.
And also,
No pun intended.
and also, I don't think there was a pun there. And-
Stick, tree.
oh yeah, damn, bro.
Also,
Nick was with me.
Brendan's on
Hit a
that
tree?
monster.
What?
your tattoo artist also hit a tree.
He hit a tree. Yep.
But what I'm saying is, and I'm kind of like it's not even like against what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, say if we're going to get in a car and I say, hey man, yeah, if I'm like thinking in my head, oh cool, I don't want to drive, I don't want to risk me getting a DUI or something. I'm gonna let my buddy drive.
Yeah.
Then it's almost like me say, it's like,
But you know the risk.
okay, I
that's not
agree.
the point.
It's almost like, I'm agreeing with you. I almost know
word.
more. It's almost like I'm like,
You know the repercussions. Like, dude, if you get pulled over, you get a DUI, you're going to jail, dog.
right. And if my buddy's like, hey, who should drive? And I'm like, if in my head I'm doing the math, I'm like, well, shit, you
yeah.
should.
Yeah.
I already
You know?
got one. Yeah, I already got one strike, son.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm already dressed like I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
You know, I'm already dressed like I'm going to prison at Eddie Bauer. So I might as well fucking.
You're already dressed like Andre Agassi's going to be your bunkmate.
That's actually true too, because that means you're more sober.
It's
And then
interesting.
You've
you're
thought
like
about
drunk. You're like, I can do it.
Yep. It's a weird, it's a fucked
Clever.
up argument, man.
I used to do that with my brother when we were drinking when we were young. We were both hammered like 14, and
I thought he was gonna say 4, didn't you guys? I thought he was gonna stop at 4.
and I was like, "Oh, I gotta tie my lace. You go home first." And he'd be drunk, and he'd walk in, and my mom's like, "You're drunk again."
and then, you
And
go
then I'd
behind.
walk in, I'd be like, I can't take him anyway. I can imagine Brendan showing up to your funeral too on his bike, and he's just like, could have been me, and cycles off.
My mom used to have me blow into her. You know, when you get enough DUIs, they used to force your car to have those things where you blow into it, so
Oh,
you can't
yeah.
drive drunk.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was like, I'll blow on this. It was fun for me, you know. But
That's crazy, man.
A lot of trauma coming up today.
A lot
Brendan's
of trauma
mom.
here, dude. There would have been a hell of a lot of trauma at 255, son. That's all I'm saying, boy. Okay. All right, B. You're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right. Damn, Brendan's blowing in breathalyzers, bro.
I thought it was a fun game.
He blew a high calorie. It said. It's like, okay, you can
He
drive,
blew
but
36 grams of sugar.
yeah, you can drive, but it gives you directions not to pass any bakeries on the way home. Wouldn't that be crazy in the future of cars? If whenever you blow into the breathalyzer, it like knows what you need, like physically and stuff for vitamins and everything,
yeah.
and it takes you on a path that keeps you out of like
That'd be cool. Be
Like-
a lot less fat people around.
any fast food or anything.
Maybe, or they'd be like, fuck that, dude.
Don't they kind of have fridges like that? Like your fridge knows when you're running low on stuff. And
Yeah,
then
oh,
it'd be
yeah, they have those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
order it directly.
Yeah, but Mexicans, man, I'm saying Mexicans, I think. You know?
Yeah, I want to go with Mexicans. I like Canada more than Mexico. My wife is Mexican. My kids are half Mexican, but I'm drawn to the Canadians, man. I love
Yeah.
Canada, dude.
It's fun
They're
up there.
so friendly. Vancouver's great. JFL's up there.
Yeah.
The grass is always greener, huh?
It's always greener on
yeah.
the other side. Wayne
Yep.
Gretzky's Canadian.
The grass ain't getting mowed, bro, if you don't go Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a cheap joke, but I think
Hey, that fence isn't getting painted if I don't go Mexico. I'll tell you that.
that's a tough call, man. That's such a tough call. Are there any Mexican Canadian people? That's got to be a rarity.
I'm sure, but
Probably.
but probably
but
20.
not too many. There's a lot of Native Americans in Canada.
Yeah.
Is there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. A lot of them ran up to Canada when everybody was killing them down here.
a lot of them were from there though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it used to be all just one big place, you know?
Oh,
it
yeah,
used to
yeah,
just be
yeah.
a bunch of Indian or Native American people running around being like, oh, fuck, we're lost, you know?
Yeah.
Canada has a lot of Hell's Angels.
Does it?
It depends how you look at it. I won't say it's a problem, but they got a lot of Hell's Angels up there. Like one of the biggest chapters is up there.
I mean, I will say loud mufflers are a problem, so I'm going to go with, yes, a huge distraction.
Yeah, that
You
is
know?
an issue.
Nothing ruins homework, right? Chan like a fucking,
A muffler.
some loud,
Loud
muffler
muffler.
going by, which must be a problem in you guys' community. That's insane that in the Asian community, you guys do homework and also drive the loudest mufflered vehicles,
Fast
Yeah.
and Furious.
which makes it so hard to fucking focus on anything.
But pressure makes diamonds. That's why we do so well.
Nice.
Preach.
I like that.